Hey guys, Zeramus555 here, just doing another video. I'm just going to be posting up my Herald Agent deck profile. Um, Pretty much it's kind of the same as it was, I think earlier in the form. No, I didn't play it this format at all. How did I play it last? Last time I posted up a deck profile for this deck. It's been a while. I had it bindered and I decided to put it back together because I still think it's really, really good. But without further ado, I'm just going to get down to the deck list. And sorry again for the shadow. So I got 3 Herald of Perfection. He's your boss monster. I'm really looking forward. So make sure I don't get my finger on the sound there. I'm really looking forward to the Ghost Rare that's going to be coming out soon. It's going to look very sexy, I hope. So this guy's basically your main boss monster. What he does is he just pretty much negates everything. This deck, honestly, it has a good matchup against Rabbit, definitely Inzectors, and it also has a really good matchup against Chaos Dragons as long as you could stop them from milling early on, which is usually fairly easy. Also, next up, we got 2 Kristyas. I think you gotta run 2. Some people think she's dead sometimes, but I still like 2. Just because if you drop her in the Herald of Perfection, it's GG, you've won. 3 Hyperion, this is Herald Agent, so you gotta run 3 of him. He's your other boss monster, and him plus Herald on the field as well is insane because you're always discarding stuff with Perfection, and you're just removing it with Herald or Hyperion to get extra destruction and pluses. Unfortunately, this deck did get hurt a little bit with Priority gone, but at the same time, it's not really a big deal. You just play around it. So you got your 3 Venus, 2 Jupiter, 1 Earth. I think that's a good ratio. 6 agents to your 3 Hyperion. And she's your main monster just because you want to get out Gachi as soon as possible. So you can see with the Shine Balls down there. But yeah, you got your 6 agents. You got your 3 Manju, 1 Sonic Bird. They search out your ritual stuff. He searches out ritual monsters or spells, so you can grab them. And he just grabs you spells. The reason I run him is I know he's not a fairy. So basically I'm running 25 fairies out of my 26 monsters. But it just gives me more search power for grabbing those as soon as possible. 2 Orange Light. I was running 3 I think back when I last posted this build, but I think 3 was too much, so I put it back down to 2. So I still have 3 tuners in the deck, which is cool, so I still have some synchro options. He's just good if you don't have those. If you don't drop Herald sooner than later, you can just have some kind of protection. 1 Honest, you gotta run your running pretty much all lights, so it's kind of too good. 3 Mystical Shine Ball and 2 Gyakutenno Megami. Now, one thing I'm gonna say is Super Polymerization does really hurt this deck quite a bit, but I'm really not too worried about heroes. And a lot of hero deck players don't really main Super Poly, so I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, these guys, those are for your normal monsters, for your Advanced Ritual Art, and Dawn of the Herald. I run 2 6s just in case. I was originally running the factory build, but I just decided that I needed... the factory build's good, but even though it does give you pluses, I wanted to run the Avarice just because it kind of refuels those guys back in the deck for these. Because sometimes you get these weird hands where you open up like 2 of these dudes, and then late game you're drawing your preps and they're all dead. So this kind of at least adds a bit more consistency back to that. So spells, we got 3 Duality. This deck just needs consistency. Yes, this kind of conflicts with dropping first turn Herald, but all you really got to do is get the Herald on the board early on, and then you can just play these later, and you're just adding fairies to your hand. 3 Prep, more consistency. This deck revolves around adding stuff to your hand. Yes, Thunder King really hurts this deck, but not a lot of people really main Thunder King anymore, so I'm not too worried. People really aren't even side decking it anymore, to be honest. TGs aren't that big. Dawn of the Herald and 1 Advanced Ritual Art. Those are your 2 ritual spells. I don't think you need more than 1 Dawn. I know people are going to be like, why aren't you running 2? 1 is just enough. If you run more than that, it's just inconsistent. And this is more of an Advanced Ritual Art build, so... 1 Avarice, like I said, just refuel stuff back in the grave. Now, I know I am removing a lot of stuff with Hyperion. But I also have, Gachi, which I like to fuel back. And I might be synchroing with my tuners. So it's just kind of there just in case. And like I said, it really helps to refuel the stuff back to the Heralds back to the deck. So you can search them out again with prep and get some more pluses. Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm, I don't run Dark Hole. I side Smashing Grounds, though, for game 2 and 3 if they do side in Thunder King Ryle, but in most cases I'm not too worried. And then my last 3 cards is 3 Royal Decree. I'm not a huge fan of this card against some decks, obviously, but it's just so good in the main, and obviously game 2 and 3, I'm just going to side these out, because they're going to side out their back row hate, and I'm probably just going to put in Bombus Trap Holes and stuff to stop their big summons they're going to be using to get over Herald. So that's the deck, guys. It hasn't really changed a whole lot. I think it's still really viable, this format, and I'm surprised more people aren't running Herald, because it really does combat against a lot of the decks that really hurt most players this format, such as Rabbit and, of course, the infamous Inzectors. And this deck is a very good Inzector matchup. So yeah, hopefully you guys like the deck profile. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I will also have the deck information down below, so if you want to read that, you can do that as well. Extra deck, I know some of you are going to ask me. A side deck, I'm still kind of figuring it out, but the extra deck's pretty simple. Basically, I just run, your typical synchros, Mist Wurm, stuff like that. And the only special ones I really run is what's his name? Sacred Wyvern, whatever his name is. The level 7 guy. Ancient Sacred Wyvern. He's awesome. He wins games, and he's insane with Herald on the board. And also, I obviously run 2 Gachis, and I run 1 Dark Mist, because there are the odd times that you're going to bring out your Venus, bring out all 3 Shine Balls, and you're going to do a Dark Mist play. And Dark Mist is crazy, because I don't think people realize that he gains the attack and keeps it. It doesn't ever go away. So anyways, make sure to comment below what you guys think on the deck. Otherwise, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and you guys have a good day. Peace!